Hello, good evening, happy Tuesday. Hello, everybody. Ooh, I had a bad day today. I hope your days were better than mine. Hello, Chrono. Hello, Action. Action says, today I think my meals were great. I had burger with potato wedges, homemade pho, it's my favorite one, half a hot dog, and the last piece of KFC chicken drenched in Korean fire sauce. That sounds so good. Maybe I should buy a bottle of the Korean fire sauce for myself. That sounds delicious. Final stream for a while, not counting the one that will come in the next 2 days. Yes, so good call. This is actually today the final stream on this channel. On Thursday, I will be going live, but not on my channel. I will be going live on Kohai's channel. So if you guys followed that link and hit follow, you'll be notified when we go live on Thursday. Just so you guys know, it's going to be 7 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Mountain time, 9 p.m. Central time, and 10 p.m. Eastern time. I will be coaching Kohai on how to play Jump King because he hasn't quite finished the first map yet, and I think he can do it. I just need to coach him through. I think it'll go great. Yeah. So let's see here. Oh, I did set up my webcam. Yesterday I didn't have time, but today I did have enough time to set up the webcam for the soda. So I'm sure Chrono will appreciate this, but let me go to this one here. Okay, so as you can see, hello, hi. So this is the dog drool soda. Gross. I still, like, mentally I'm not all about that. So I did bring a cup to make it easier for me to drink, because I don't know, I just don't like holding like cold things. Like, this bottle is cold, so I just don't like holding cold things. But this is the dog drool. Always ask for Avery's dog drool. It's actually, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually orange lemon flavor, I think, which isn't my favorite when it comes to soda anyways, but let's see. The ingredients, I didn't see too many ingredients. Ingredients are carbonated water, pure cane sugar, natural and artificial flavors and colors, citric acid, and sodium benzoate, a preservative. I also got a little, what do you call this? The opener. What is this called? I don't know. It just came with the thing. Why does this sound worse than actual dog drool? I don't know. It's gross. Anyways, I will be trying this now. Tell me about your days, you guys. I had a bad day. As you guys know, I had to get, wait, is this a twist off? Owie. Oh, it is a twist. I didn't need this. I had to go to the, I had to go to the doctor's. Well, I guess it wasn't really the doctor's. I had to go, to the clinic and get my blood drawn. It was terrible. I don't know if you guys can see. They tried to get me in the arm here. Okay. And then they also tried to get me, and note, I say tried. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there, they tried to get me there too, and they couldn't get me. And so, finally, the nurse was like, oh, you know, I could try again, or I could get someone else to come in and try, or you can reschedule, you know? And I was like, I don't have time to reschedule. And the sucky thing about the appointment was my appointment was at 12:10, and they didn't call me to go get my blood drawn until like 1:10, which was terrible because I have to go back to work. I had to get back to, oh no. I had to get back to work. And so I was like, no, it's fine. Could you just please find someone to, could you please just find someone? Do you like my cup? I don't know if I'm scared to tilt it. Hold on. Could you just find someone to like, you know, draw my blood because I can't come back? It's a cup with little cat ears. Anyways, this is what we're drinking. Dog drool. Cheers. I mean, I don't know what kind of soda it tastes like. The cat cup drawing of, yeah, it does. See? I mean, you know, it's like, oh, this angle is better. Yeah, so you can see. It's yeah. I do own this cup. It's from Starbucks Japan. I don't know what this tastes like. Welcome in show. I mean, it's like sugar. I don't even taste the lemon or the orange. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I feel like I can smell like a slight mildewy. It's what Chrono got for me. I think someone requested that I add this to my throne, and then Anonymous requested that I add it to my throne gift list, and then and then as soon as I added it, someone purchased it. So I was like, okay. Definitely not a favorite. Yeah, the more I think about it, I feel like the more I can taste like mildew, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just being super sensitive. But yeah, so they tried to stick me here. There. This one is not so bad. She didn't dig too much in this one, but it still hurt. And then she stuck me here. This one, it hurts more because she definitely dug around. This was the second arm, my right arm. And then she had to call someone else, and they finally stuck me right here. And I even told them, wow, my wrist from this angle looks tiny. What the fuck? Sorry, I've never seen my hand like this. It looks kind of weird. No, so I even told them the story of like, yeah, when I went to the hospital for appendicitis, the nurse couldn't get my veins, so they had to get a pediatrician in, and she was like, oh, okay. And then so she, you know how like they're like, okay, make a fist, and she had like tied my arm, and she was like doing this thing where, so I was, you know, like holding this fist, and she was like kind of trying to like, you know, feel around for the vein. I don't know how they feel around, but maybe they can feel it pumping. And she's like, yeah, I can't find your veins. Did you drink water today? And I was like, lady, I was so fucking hungry this morning. I drank so much water. I don't know what to tell you. I drank at least a liter of water this morning because I was so hungry and I couldn't eat anything. Like, if my veins aren't plump, it's not my fault. So they had to, like, I think they were gonna, which one was it? I think they were either gonna go for like, oh, there's a vein here that they considered getting, but then eventually they decided just the top of my hand, and they had someone else come in. I didn't look, like, So I guess like the way they did it was the other guy who came in, he was like, okay, now squeeze your fist. And for some reason, he had me like, because I guess they were comparing the veins on both hands. So I had put my hand in front of me like this, and they were working on this hand, right? And like, this is me holding my hands, and my head just turned, like not looking. And my, like, I was, you know, looking away, trying so hard not to think about it. All the while, I'm like clenching my fists, you know, so that they can see the blood and the blood pumps out. And as I'm doing this, I feel like my eyes are just welling up with tears because one, I waited a whole ass hour to get called, and two, it took them 3 tries to stick me before my blood came out. I was just so emotional. But anyways, it's all done. It's over. I guess I don't really have to worry about it anymore, so I'll just wait to see from my doctor if she thinks I what is it? If she thinks I have a problem with any health indicators. Poorly princess hours. Could they not find your vein either? Yeah! Jesus, it took them so long, and I was like sitting there like, because I guess it was really busy, right? Like they were an hour behind on the like patients, because when I walked in, they were still serving people from like 11:30, and my appointment was at 12:10. I didn't get called until like 1:20. And so dog drool soda review, thanks, show. Not the best. I don't know if I am gonna drink the rest. I'll just try to sip at it. It's just meh. Anyways, yeah, so I was just so like over it, you know, and I was like, I'm done. Like, can we just be done with this? I don't want to do this anymore. But not the worst, Nepa. It was not the worst soda I've drank. Yes, you are correct. Still, for me, mentally, it was gross. I missed the dog drool part. Oh, okay. I hope you enjoyed the review. I would say 2 out of 10. I wouldn't try it again, but if I had to drink it to survive, I would. You know. Anyways, let's get this started. Let me make sure I have every window. What does it taste like? Just kind of sugary. I feel like I'm overthinking it, but I feel like I can smell like a mildewy smell, but maybe that's just me being like picky about it. I'm sure if normal people drank it, they'd be like, it's fine, whatever, you know. I'm just being picky about it. Anyways. Maybe that's you wanting to smell that because of what it's called. Maybe. I don't know. And then, so, on my way home, I picked up Chipotle for lunch. But I think I made it too spicy because I had to use the bathroom earlier, and I was like, man, it burns coming out. At least now we don't need to revoke your dog lover card. Sad. Thank you to Chrono for purchasing the dog roll soda. Unless it was not anonymous Chrono and another anonymous, and I apologize for thanking Chrono, but I'm sure it was Chrono. The unspeakable story? I thought this was the Hounds of Baskerville. Whatever. Anyways, it was Chrono. But yeah, so I feel like they should just always have it on file for me that like cannot draw blood from elbow, must draw blood from top of hand. Because I feel like, yes, it hurt. Let me see here. Like, yes, it hurt, and it is more bruised right now. But, like, honestly, I would take this over you stabbing me 3 times trying to find a vein in my arm that's, like, not happening. Like, I'm so sorry, but... And they were busy, I think, because I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of busy today, huh? And she was like, yeah, we've just had some really difficult draws today. And I was like, it's me. Hi. The problem, it's me. I'm difficult to draw. It was me. See, that's why I hate grown-ups. I'm also that kind of problem. Magoo, hello. Do you also, is it hard for them to find your, veins? Because it was for them today. How have you been, Magoop? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in to hang out. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from ya. Oh really, Miss Lestrade? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh my, surely you were given that. Yeah, the D let me keep it, after I looked daggers at him for long enough. He went through the pockets and then said, go on then, have it, before telling me to scarper. I'm afraid to donate blood because it's usually a nightmare. Yeah, I don't donate blood. Also because, I mean, like, I feel like it's useless for me to donate blood anyways because I have AB blood. At least I think I do. I think I have AB blood, which is like one of the most selfish types of bloods. I can take a transfusion from AB, and O type blood, but I can only donate to other AB blood types. So, you know, I've had that problem for a long time, and they always tell me to drink of water beforehand to bloat my veins to make it easier. It doesn't. Exactly. I drank a liter. Like, they both kept asking me when the second guy came in. They were like, how much water did you drink? And I'm like, really giving them the stink eye because I was like, I was so hungry this morning. I drank so much water. Like, I wasn't allowed to drink any coffee, so I was so tired, and I wasn't allowed to eat anything. So I don't, why are you teasing me like this? AB blood is universal recipient, but O is universal donor. Yeah. And like, does it really matter at this point if I haven't drank water? It's too late now. I know. Just fucking do your best and stop hurting me. Always pays off giving people a look like you ate them. I can't help feeling that it's going to get you into serious trouble one day. What I really wanted was that nice shiny disc. Mind? The music box disc? But Mr. Winterbank said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go have another bash. Give him a long, hard stare. I think not, Miss Lestrade. We shan't enter Winterbanks again today. Let us drink water. My friend told me that's not even helpful anyway, for real. Oh, your nurse friend, really? Jesus. Princess, be kind to others, unless it's about donating blood. They can get that somewhere else. Please, you know, I'm all about trying to help people, but when it comes to needles, especially with all of my bad experiences with needles, like, I'm just not into it anymore. Like, please. Like, if there was a way for me to get my blood tests without all of the hassle of like getting stuck in the arm, I would get my blood tested more often and I would probably donate more often, but No. I have good experiences with needles. Oh, okay, Beetle Ian. Wait, was it you or I think someone else yesterday was like, yeah, when I donated blood, I started laughing and then I made the nurse laugh. Why not? That's not fair! It can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Windibank. But that disc's mine! I had the ticket for this coat and it was in this coat's pocket. And there should be something else and all. That's what that rotten cove said, ain't it? Yes, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too, whatever it is. Now she's really pushing her luck. Miss Lestrade, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day. Yeah, and it's all your fault, Sholmes. So, what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Huh? Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure. And I might entertain you with a modest violin recital. No. Ta. Oh. Why would I come round your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something? Oh dear, she's gone. Having reviled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I forgot, I'm not supposed to drink hot chocolate on days that I'm doing a lot of voicing overs. Now my throat just, like, I just need to cough. Like, way more often than I need, like, usually do. I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway. Interesting. Once she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come. Very well then. I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guests at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing, I should be glad of your company later too. Sorry? I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you. Oh, how exciting! What is it? You shall have to wait and see, Miss Susato. Until later, then. You know how in healthcare you typically see the same person, like the same doctor, dentist? I wish that was the same with blood work, because I know there was this one guy who never struggled to find my vein, and it would be awesome if I could just request him, but he works at my university on the side of the other country. Oh, on the other side of the country. I see. What a shame. I feel like the reason why is the, what is it? The phlebotomist techs or whatever? Is that what they're called? Phlebotomist techs? They are like certified, but I think they're so low on the totem pole, right? That like, it's not like you can request someone, like you can request a highly specified person trained in a trade like dental hygiene or, I mean, I do think that you should be able to, don't get me wrong, you know, but the truth of the matter is it's not counted as such, so. Let's do this one, Sholmes Suite. Susie and Bruno, come in! Good afternoon, Iris. I almost said that with an Iris voice. Thank you so much for breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already. Busy as always? Sup, macaroni? Wait, am I macaroni? Hello, son. Welcome in. How are you doing? Did Princess Yarf? Oh, sup, Princess. No, son. Can you just call me macaroni from now on? I love that. How did your keyboard or your phone autocorrect Princess to macaroni? I did not yarf, but I did take 3 sips and I'm over it. But thank you anyways for the soda. I'm trying to wash it down with some hot chocolate and green tea and water right now. Welcome in, Chrono. How are you doing? The yellow hoodie does remind me of cheese. I'm good, you? I'm doing better than I was earlier today. I was telling chat all about going to get my blood drawn, which was absolutely terrible. I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening. Already? You're obviously cooking something special, are you? Oh yes, after all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess who it is? Go on. You'll never guess. Look at those little eyes of hers shining. Oh dear, it is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Ginny! Isn't that exciting? Oh, what a surprise! Yes, that's wonderful news. Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea. So vampire confirmed? No, I, like, cried. Wanted to cry, actually cried. Felt lightheaded. It wasn't great. I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional. Oh yes, that does sound like fun. I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you, Mr. Naruhodo? By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to? Hurley? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back. Thank you for the head pat, Chrono. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. I beg that you won't speak to me. Sorry? I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. I don't know how to respond to that. I do apologize. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything. Yes, I see. Drink more dog drool, it'll make you feel better. No, I'm just gonna drink some water. Thank you very much. Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes. Hurley does. Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? Yes, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Come to think of it, I wonder where her real parents are. What's the matter, Runo? You have ever such a funny look on your face. Oh, no, it's nothing. I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes? You're wondering, am I right? How? How did you... Oh, Bruno, I can read you like a book. Ugh, this girl is dangerous. Don't worry, you can ask me anything, I won't mind. So, by Ginny, you mean Miss Lestrade, the young woman from the McGilded case 2 months ago, right? Yes, who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although, after that trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. And now we're the best of friends! Oh, what a lovely tale. Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can. Oh. Then I chase after her down the back alleys. Interesting idea of friendship. And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I've developed. Oh. There are so many beautiful colors in the world. Ginny wants me to make a whole rainbow. I suppose this means you've let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you? Yes, that's right. I got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now. Poor Hurley. Oh, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited. I just hope she actually does come. I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Hurley, haven't you? Well, it has crossed my mind. That and where are your real parents? My mommy and daddy aren't with me anymore. Hi, Bishop. Welcome in. It's raining so hard here. It's been raining like all day today, like on and off. I really wonder if the internet is gonna cut out tonight. Like, I hope not, because I do want to see more of this story. But that is a possibility. That is a reality that we might have to deal with when it comes to it tonight. I don't know why. The rain just makes it seem like it just affects the wire somehow. Mommy passed away when I was born. And at around the same time, my father... Well... he had to go to a faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on. Oh. Wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley? Yes. Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together. She didn't mention that before. He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over there. Really? He recorded them all? So, you mean it's true, Mr. Sholmes really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases? Oh yes, I mean it's always nice to have one, isn't it? So Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father? Konbanwa, hello Aventior, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Exactly! Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest, but that only made me want to look even more, so I opened it up! And found your father's memoirs. Yes, so I asked Hurley, who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair! But then he told me. That's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father. So Iris's father was Mr. Sholmes' partner. I've practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So it came as quite a shock when Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy, I mean. It must have done. I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you, and at such a young age. Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Oh? Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost always know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes. Right. Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, actually. I'd always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories. Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything. As soon as he solved a case, it all but vanishes from his mind. Oh, I see. The other day, it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So, the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case. Again! It was quite a shock for everyone. You can say that again. You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. Uh-oh, I remember that name. Was it that I, like, remembered, or did someone tell me that she was related to the Dr. Wilson from... Oh, it's not here anymore. Voice acting career when? Oh, lost. That's very sweet of you, but, that again. I mean, you got any hookups? I'll put in a demo and I'll apply. All right, I never said hi. Hello, Lost. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good evening, Lost. Yes, hello, Hermes. Hello, baby. What do you want? Yeah, I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna kiss you. Okay. I learned from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you see. That's what prompted me to study and study so that I could earn a doctorate as well. How's it going? It's going okay. Much better than earlier today. I took a nap after I got my blood drawn, which was a harrowing experience that I retold earlier in stream. It's terrifying. I hated it. Took a nice nap for like 2 hours, and tomorrow I'll be meeting with a doctor about, well, I couldn't get an appointment with a doctor, so I guess I'm going to be meeting with a nurse practitioner to see how badly my sleeping is, I guess. Did they email me back? Hold on real quick, sorry. I emailed them like my packet for the sleep study, and I don't think they emailed me back. Send your new patient forms to us before end of day today. Otherwise we'll need, let us know if you have, what? I did send it. Sorry, hold on. I need to handle this real quick, you guys. Eight hours ago, I definitely sent it. I just do like a lot of dots because I'm like, I don't know, when I when people say something stupid to me, I'm literally like, I don't understand. I already sent this in. Are they gonna cancel my appointment? They better fucking not. Okay, sorry. Anyways. Needles! It was terrifying. I cried. There were tears. There were fears. I felt like very lightheaded. I thought I was gonna pass out. They had to stick me 3 times before they got something. Iris's father, who went to some distant land, and is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. That's right, the visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University. I hate needles. Last time I had to deal with them, the doctor laughed at me because I flinched. I would get a whole ass new doctor. Go to the doctor store and return that doctor. What the fuck? Ask for a fucking refund. Don't laugh at me. Sorry, I just got very aggro for like 2 seconds. How does a doctor laugh at you for that, right? Like, I always try to like, clear the air or whatever, however you want to say. Like, I always try to crack a joke and say like, hey, I'm sorry, you've probably heard this 100 times today, but I'm really bad at needles. And then I'll laugh and then I'll be like, it's just really hard for people to find my veins. And so then I show them my arms and they're like, oh yeah, you weren't lying. And I'm like, like, why would I fucking lie about this? And the man who, in the most bizarre of circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. Miss Susato. Yes. Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time. I think that would be for the best. I have a headache, so I'm gonna go take a nap. Okay, Chrono, have a good nap. I hope your headache feels better. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. That sucks. Feel better soon. Ah, my dear fellows, how good to see you. Ah, Mr. Sholmes. Why ever did you not make your presence known to me before? Not that I wouldn't normally nap, but at least it's justified this time. I mean, I would just go to bed at this time. It's just time to go to bed. It's like 8 p.m. Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you? We've been with you for most of the day. Goodness, really? Is he bipolar? What the fuck? Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed? My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madame? Oh, Never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows. Oh, another music box disc. No, not another disc, Miss Susato. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence. Mr. McGilden's disc. Every time is bedtime when you're unemployed. I guess that's true. Because you're not really waking up for work. Oh my! Then what's it doing here? You know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo, I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, I may well be even more adept at larceny. Oh, that would be wonderfully exciting! I'd be your pickpocketing assistant! And Runo could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught! Right. Plus, Susie has such beautiful handwriting. She could write all our menacing crime notifications. Yes, I'd be delighted. You are not supposed to want to be involved in any crimes, Miss Susato. I'm just going to pretend this conversation never happened, I think. Why is he not remembering that? Interesting. I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this. That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes. Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. Oh! Hello, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid, Phantom. How are you guys? Welcome in. What were you up to tonight? Thank you so much for the raid and the support. Let me see here. I see Words on Stream, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Ninja Gaiden, Sigma. Ooh, excuse me. I burped. That was a really loud burp. And Closers. Welcome in. Let me just go over to this scene and turn on the... That's not right. This one. There we go. I was playing 3 games and I had my great friends Neo and Withered with me in voice chat. Gotcha, I see. Let's see here. Why isn't it playing anything? Is it me? Did I mute this? I did. There we go.
The ruling class realized how often their own actions contribute to it.
So investigating ARC, there's no value conflict for you?
Right now, I'm just a cop, and it's criminals that are responsible for this chaos, augmented or not. My job is to prevent further bloodshed.
What a low and husky voice.
Listen, Adam, I appreciate you taking the time.
I can also sound like very breathy and low. Oh.
Thank you so much for the follow, Neo Ignacio Blaze. Welcome in.
I'll see you around.
Welcome to the Puppy Kingdom.
I like her. She's cool.
Have a personal connection with in a way. Oh, I see. What would I be more attractive if I spoke like this, all low and breathy and spacing my words like this every so often? I don't know if I could even do that for long periods of time. Oh, is this Ninja Gaiden? It looks like it. Oh my god, look at that, like, booty. Booty and spandex. Mainly because the main character has augmented limbs and I myself walk on prosthetics. Ooh. I mean, that's pretty cool. I love the post of that one guy. I think he lost his leg. I'm not sure how, but like one of his legs he had lost maybe in an accident or something. And he always has the funniest Halloween costumes. I think one year he went as a one night stand or something, and then another like year that he got really popular, he went as the Pixar the Pixar lamp, and then he got a Groot costume, and I think everyone went crazy for that one. I think there was this funny thing where I guess because of the AI that the hospital was employing, it had recognized that his weight was really low for someone his height. You know, because I guess they like tag for certain things. But like he was missing a whole ass leg. So it's like, if you checked my file, you would have known. So like they had a nurse come in and had to talk to him about like how he got flagged as like severely underweight. And he was like, yeah, you know. And then they were talking about recent surgeries. And he was like, yeah, I had 2 knee surgeries recently. And she was like, which knee? And he looked down. He was like, the only knee that I have. So, yeah, awkward. New and Withered are also friends to Alex. Oh, nice. Love Alex. Alex is great. Let's see here. Let's skip to... Were you guys playing Closers together? Is this Closers? Or is this still Ninja Gaiden? I'm not sure. Let's skip ahead. Oh, it's still Ninja Gaiden. I see.
I'm oddly having a craving for mac and cheese.
I didn't want to think about pasta anymore.
You know she was embarrassed after that.
Chicken Caesar wrap. Like chicken Caesar.
Still patching.
I went to a protein place. Like I went to this protein place with Lady Joker. And she's like, "Have you ever had them before?" No.
Oh yeah, how was Lady Joker yesterday? Was it yesterday? I think you had to step away because something happened. I mean, you don't have to get into details. I hope everything's fine. Thank you so much again for the raid. I really appreciate it, Phantom. As always, I enjoy your company. I enjoy your support. I think you're a really awesome streamer. Love how, you know, kind and welcoming you are. Sorry, I like drank some hot chocolate today. On the day that I'm doing a lot of talking, I drank hot chocolate, which is not the best. For those of you who don't know me, let me introduce myself for those of you who are new. Hi, my name's Princess. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I don't play as much variety as Phantom does. I know Phantom will play like 3 games a night. I play 1 game a night on different nights. So recently, me and my friend beat Cuphead on stream. That was really fun. I'm currently playing Great Ace Attorney. I play Jump King. A lot of custom maps in Jump King, if that's what you're into. And we've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, as well as Crisis Core. But yeah, it's always a fun day. Different games on different nights, and if any of those interests you, you know, I'd be more than happy to have you join us in the Puppy Kingdom. I'm actually a level 72 in the game, and she's alright. The lug nuts on her front tire snapped, but she's definitely okay. How do lug nuts on your car just snap? Maybe I've just been really lucky. Maybe I shouldn't jinx myself. But I haven't had like serious car issues. Rusted. The car's from 2006. Gotcha, okay. 'Cause, I mean, I recently got my car, put my car through like the maintenance, got an oil change. I think they replaced my tires because I hadn't replaced it since 2017, which is fine, I guess, because we haven't really been driving it since, we haven't really been driving as a society since 2020. Knock on wood. True. But I'm so scared of the day that I get a flat tire or even get pulled over by a police officer, because I also have never been pulled over. Knock on wood. I don't know. And I get really stressed out very easily. I don't know if I'd be able to calmly handle the situation. I'd probably burst into tears, and then the police officer would be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you crying? Are you guilty of something?" I don't know, officer. I don't know. Anyways, okay. If you will humor me, my dear fellows, cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc. I'll be taking that whatever it is of McGilded's down to the yard, thank you very much. So hand it over. Oh, yes, of course. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not? Yes, you did, but I still don't understand. Same as a driver myself, although have been in very scary car situations with other people driving when I was younger. Oh, that's scary. I'm glad you're no longer experiencing that often or at all. I've gotten pulled over, but for a lane change, and I was tempted to mess with the cop, but I have a bad joke for them. Wait, you got pulled over because of a lane change? Were they like really picky about how you were changing lanes? Did you signal with your blinkers? Were you going too slow, too fast? I didn't know you could get pulled over for changing lanes. I know you could get pulled over for speeding, for having like a broken taillight, expired registration maybe, I don't know. It was at precisely that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars, like this. That's amazing. The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image in the caramel. Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. Suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting. The result of a precisely controlled solution. How extraordinary! Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Take a house key, for example. A simple press and its unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment. Yes, it sounds illegal. From the image, I was able to create this. I confess, I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when played. Interesting. Got pulled over because I was on the highway and it was an emergency vehicle, but I got told I could have been let off with a warning. But the highway patrolman gave me a citation of 155? What the fuck? That's fucked up. Why not just give you the warning? That's messed up, man. Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes. What music does the disc play? Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea? None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows? No, I'm afraid not. Goodness, you don't know, Runo? Inside a music box, there's a special metal piece called a comb. That's what produces the sound. Small protuberances pluck the different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making the different notes. The first music boxes to be invented used a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it. But over time, a new player was produced, which uses discs such as these. With that development... Thank you for the boop! What got me even more about it was people were doing the same thing, but I said screw it, I'll pay it. And what got me was Lady Joker took the test for her permit, and the question popped up about pulling over for an emergency vehicle, and she passed because of it. Oh dang! That's good. That's always handy. I mean... I've told this story on stream before, but I got banned from a DMV. I got banned from a DMV because my dad wanted me to go practice driving, and we were close to one of the DMVs near the area. So banned, exactly. So he was like, hey, go follow. So we went to the DMV and he was like, oh, look, follow that car. So he made me follow one of the cars, I guess, that was getting test proctored, like the driving test. And every turn, at every light, at every stop, you know, he made me follow. And then at the part where you have to practice parallel parking, the proctor got out of the passenger side and like literally pointed at me and like pointed down to like where he was standing, telling me to like come here, right? So I parked, and then me and my dad both got out, and the proctor was like, are you following us? Like, what are you doing? And my dad was like, oh, like, yeah, we were following you. And well, no, I was like, oh yeah, my dad told me to follow, because, you know, my dad, he speaks English but not super well, right? And so the proctor was like, give me, you know, your permit, give me your information. You are not allowed to take your driver's test here at this location. So I'm sure if I went to that DMV for like services, it'd be okay, but I got banned from taking a test at that location because my dad told me to follow the car. And I was a stupid teenager. And I was like, okay, just doing what my dad told me to do. No, yeah, I completely understand. I blame my dad too. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe. Why exactly? Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result. It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music even when no performer is present. But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem. That was not a good idea. I agree. Hate to raid then lurk. Need to go eat something then go. Of course, Phantom. No worries. Please don't ever, like, worry that you need to raid and run. I am all for it. I know you've been streaming for a while. Please get some rest. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Relax. Kick up your feet. Spend time with your loved ones. I hope you have a good rest of your evening, Phantom. Thank you so much for stopping by. What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one firm's music box does not match that of another. And we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. There's no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable. Ah, I see, so that's why. Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. God, it sounds terrible. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one. Sounds kind of creepy. Nandasore, it is some music from a music disc that doesn't match the music box. And so it sounds bad. When you said kick up your feet, I started laughing right when I went to lurk, because in my mind, I'm like, what feet? I don't have them. Going back to lurking now. Okay, Phantom. You know what I meant. Relax. It's a saying. So, I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe. Every single one? That's Hurley for you. Always taking things too far. But my dear girl, An unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? Yes, that is certainly true. In the worst case, I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room. What? I lost internet during the driving story. I guess I'll never know what awful thing you did to get banned. Oh, my dad made me follow a car that was getting a driving test administered, and the proctor noticed that I was following behind because I was making every turn, stopping at the stop sign, and when they did parallel parking, the proctor got out of the car and got me out as well because he was pointing to me. And he was like, "Why are you following us? Are you following us?" And he took down my information and told me I'm not allowed to take my driver's test there. It was because my dad was in the car and he was like, "Oh, you know, princess, follow that car to see how the driving test goes." And so that's, you know, that's what happened. That's why I got banned. I'm sure if I went there for like DMV services, it would be fine, but not for hazing that poor driver, but not for driving test, yeah. Well, I have my license now, so it's so funny. My license is still a picture of when I was 17, when I took the driver's test. At some point, I'm very scared I'm not gonna look like that anymore because they haven't asked me to renew my picture. But at some point, I'm so worried that I'm gonna go to the, or I'm gonna present my driver's license either at the grocery store when I buy beer or something, and the person is gonna look at the driver's license and they're gonna look at me and they're gonna be like, "This isn't you." Like, yes, it was me when I was 17. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear again so soon. Yes, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case. Mr. McGilded perished within hours of the trial's conclusion. Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows still, now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ashes. Not a shred of evidence remained. And with the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilded's innocence in the trial, the newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. And although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if that was the right judgment or not. Gonna go take a shower, BRB. No worries, have a good shower. It would appear the case is not yet closed. Well, it's time I started getting things ready for dinner, I think. I definitely did show. I definitely wanted to screenshot that Van Zeek's close-up. He was very handsome. Ginny will be here before long. I gotta get to bed. Have a good night, you all. No worries, Magoo. Thank you so much for hanging out. Again, you guys, if you want to, please check out Magoo. She is a streamer who plays a lot of Elden Ring. Very chill, very receptive to chat, and it's just a comfy, cozy time. And also, we like the same girly things, so, you know, same vibes, okay? I'm just saying. Thank you for tucking Magoo in, show. I appreciate it. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Why is my... Is it raining? Hold on. All of a sudden, I like hear noise, and it's either my air filter or the rain. It's definitely the rain. The rain is coming down so fast. My goodness, it is so loud, even though it's outside and I'm inside. Goodness. Okay. I wonder how long the back of my hand is gonna be tender for before God, I feel like such a baby. I'm like so sensitive to pain. This is why even though I want a tattoo, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get one just because I have a very low pain tolerance. Like the threshold is very low. And so I know that if I do get a tattoo, I'm gonna be crying the entire time.
Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do.
I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Hello, Princess. Hello, Agoratasm. How are you? Welcome back. I hope you're having a good evening. Now then, where did I leave it? Let this be a lesson for you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker. Yes, you may be right.
Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Winterbank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of irises in pawn, didn't he?
Did he? Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mysteries lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe.
So, you heard about that, did you? I expect you were as incensed as I was.
Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story, languishing in Mr. Winterbank's storeroom, gathering dust. My dear Madame, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it, more secure than a bank's vault. I'm doing good, thank you. Of course, I'm glad you're doing well. I hope you enjoy your evening here as we go through case number 5. We just started, so we are going through case number 5 now of Great Ace Attorney. No one's been murdered yet, thank goodness.
And what about your Stradivarius, Hurley? Was that safe and secure?
Well, there may be the occasional mix-up, caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now.
Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it sounds so exciting. The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Whoops, I typed that in wrong into my stream title. Hound is singular, Baskervilles plural. Whoopsies. Nobody look.
I should love to read it.
Ah! What's going on here? Why does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room?
Susie, what did you just say? You said the Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title?
Well, that's because Miss Susato is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course.
But Runo, the Hound of the Baskervilles, has never been published.
What?
When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet.
I don't understand. It's like I'm seeing double. Hello, Seb. How are you? Hello, Seb's partner. Welcome in tonight. I hope you're having a good day, a better day than me. At least. Yes, welcome in. Good evening.
That's why he said that he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see.
So that's why the manuscript is at Windibanks?
And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on?
I assumed the Hounds of Baskerville was a Herlock Sholmes joke. You know, Beetle Ian, I think you give me way too much credit. But you know what? You know, we'll say it's that. It's definitely because of Herlock Sholmes. Instead of Sherlock Holmes. We are well, thank you. Oh no, poor princess. More Welsh schmers? Yes? No? Maybe so? Ah. What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived. Miss Lestrade.
This was a bad idea. I knew I weren't welcome. I'm going.
No, wait, Miss Lestrade. We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris?
Oh yes, just wait there, Ginny. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie.
Right, of course.
It's a pleasure to see you here, Miss Lestrade. Please make yourself at home.
Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some Mendelssohn? I won't take no for an answer. Meddlesome it is, then.
Meow. 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 I can make that sound too. Meow.
That evening, Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Sholmes' violin performance was in no way meddlesome, and Gina, as we came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from one another without being noticed. Okay.
Kitty! Meow. Kitty cat.
Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves, well into the night.
What? Hello, Inside Outski. What? Why are you what? Why are you whatting?
Welcome in. Hello.
What's poppin'? Oh. Nothing much. Maybe a couple veins, but you know.
Hi, welcome in. I hope you're having a good evening. We just learned that Iris truly is, well, indeed, Dr. John H. Wilson's daughter. And somehow, Susato knows the title of the book that Sholmes put into the pawnbroker, but she's not supposed to because Iris said it was never published. So, how does she know? That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it? Oops, sorry.
Oh yes, Iris's cooking was truly divine.
And I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Sholmes' violin even now. You know, I feel like I keep seeing, like, Sholmes playing violin and hearing them talk about it, and it's like, me. I want to play violin. What if I played violin? What if I took my violin out right now and played Vivaldi? No, I couldn't because it would need to be tuned, and tuning it is very loud, and I haven't touched it in like ages. I bet you I wouldn't even be able to play it well now because it's been years. I wonder if there's like some kind of like adult orchestra I could join. That might be fun. Something to consider. Anyways, best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in court. Naruhodo-san, could I consult with you about something, I wonder? What's the matter, Susato-san? It's about the telegram I received. Ah. The one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose. An adulchestra, exactly. An adulchestra. I've been summoned. What? Summoned? What do you mean? The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strongheart has asked to see me. The Lord Chief Justice? When? Tomorrow morning. What? Then we have to start preparing at once. Oh, no, that won't be necessary, Naruhodo-san. I've been summoned alone. Alone? What on earth for? I think most orchestras are for adults, to be honest. I mean like, cause you know how there's like classes and stuff for like kids and classes for adults. I mean like adults that play musical instruments that want to be part of an orchestra, but like not professionally. You know, like people who do it like as a hobby. I wonder if I should practice drills. If I'm gonna be doing this, I would like to take it quite seriously. Well, I don't know. I guess school orchestras outnumber them. Like a community band. Yeah, exactly. Like a community band. Like an adult community orchestra. But I don't know if there are any in my area. I think the last time I looked it up, the closest one to me was like 30 to 40 minutes away by car. I wonder if there are places that I can play, either like, ideally I would like to do it for free. But I understand that if they're providing like a conductor and you play instruments, I do. So kalimba, as you guys know, because I have that video. But I played violin from elementary school to high school, essentially. I didn't play in college because I didn't get involved in my college orchestra. But I played it for, what, like 5th grade to... So when I was 8 to when I was 18, 10 years. And then it's been on and off since then. I did play when I was in Japan, which was so funny because one of my friends, I made a friend in Japan who was like a student at a local university, and he had other friends. So we all went drinking, right? And one of the other friends had a house in like Nagano near the station. I guess his parents were rich or something. So we went over, and like that first night, we were like all just chatting around because it was too late to take the last train home. And he was like, oh yeah, I play cello. And I was like, oh my god, I fucking love the cello. So we're all like fucking drunk out of our minds. And he goes to grab his cello. It's a really nice cello. And he starts to play a song that I actually know. And I was like, oh my god, I know that song on violin. Like I had to play it. And he was like, you play violin? And so from that one drunk night, I was like, yeah, I play violin. We should like duet sometime. And so it was really funny. So there was a piece that I practiced and he practiced, and like I think he invited his mom and a couple friends over, and we had like a small little performance at his house, and then we all ate dinner afterwards. I didn't play great, but it was so fun. All because of a result of a super drunk night. What on earth for?
I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow.
Asian kid starter kit, playing violin and or piano. I know, I totally wanted to be that Asian kid whose parents bought her like private music lessons. No, my parents never spent a cent on lessons. The only thing they did was, they didn't even buy my starter instrument. I think like my uncle gifted me a violin because he was like, well, she really wants to, like, I'll spend the money for her to start. And I think from then, my parents helped me upgrade to a full 4/4 violin. But when I went to high school, I wanted to upgrade my own violin, and like I was saving money because I was working part-time in the summer. My mom didn't want to spend anything. This is so sad. My mom didn't want to spend any money on a new instrument for me because she was like, you already have an instrument. We already bought you one. And I was like, yeah, but I, want to buy my own. That's a lot nicer. And so I went to the luthiers and tested a couple violins. I think I ended up picking like a $2,000 violin. Had to buy like the bow separate and everything. And that's the violin I have now. I've brought it with me like everywhere. To every new place I've moved. I still don't, I can't let it go. I really should. I think if I know anyone who's starting off in violin, I really should gift it to them. I feel like though, like one day I might pick up violin again, so I hesitate to give that instrument away. But it hasn't been pulled out in a while. Maybe I'll pull it out tomorrow. But I had to pay for it all myself from my like summer part-time job money. I always thought about buying my own instrument. I miss playing the baritone saxophone, but I was looking at secondhand options and some are like $2,000. Plus it's like a car, you need to upkeep it and do maintenance every now and then. Very true. Very, very true. No, you keep your violin. Yeah, because if I give it away, like $2,000 is nothing to sneeze at. Like that's... If I needed to replace that later on, if someone is starting out, you can buy them a new one. Yeah, because like, if I had given that violin away, replacing it would break my heart. Like, I don't know if I could get another violin. Just because, at this point in time where I am in life, I cannot just throw $2,000 away. My dad has a guitar. He wants to get back into playing it. I don't think he touched it a few months now. I mean, I did learn to play piano on my own. I took piano classes in high school, like the elective classes. So I took piano. I sort of learned how to play it, but it was more like I memorized how to play certain songs and I didn't learn how to read the actual music. So that was a bust. I did learn to play a little bit of guitar. I do have a ukulele that I've been kind of learning how to play. I just really like music, but I think it's unfortunate that there are so many things and so many hobbies that I want to get into, but I just don't. This is my struggle. I just don't have enough time to do everything I want to do. I wish I could sleep less. It's like, is what it comes down to. I really wish I could sleep less and have more time to learn and, do more. Barris sax players unite. I could never afford one either. Yeah, a lot of times it has to be like, you gotta think about buying things secondhand. When it comes to like high quality music instruments, secondhand is the way to go. Because a lot of musicians will also take really good care of their instruments, and if they're, passing it down, there's like history there, It's like I mentioned about when you buy like an old house, you are kind of like the new custodian for that building. And How romantic is it to think that like this is an item that will withstand the test of time, or this is a place that will withstand the test of time, and you are a part of like that rich history? I don't know, just small things. Verisax is so damn fun. I love those low notes. It's big and heavy. I would need to charge it rent. Oh. Yes, New York space is a premium. What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. My neck was always so sore. How heavy is it? Oh, who could that be, I wonder?
Good evening, friends.
Ah, Iris, hello again.
And Gina, too. Yes, Ginny's going to stay with us tonight. She's going to sleep in with me. Isn't that right, Ginny?
Well, yeah.
How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. You know, I've learned so much today.
Oh, what in particular?
All those things Ginny showed us. Wasn't it wonderful?
You mean all those pickpocketing techniques? We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we? A lot of metal. Hold, please. Wiki says 11 to 20 pounds. What a variance! 11 pounds and 20 pounds are drastically different. Hold on. Now that we've talked about my violin at length, I really want to take it out. I'm gonna take it out. I feel like I haven't seen it. I'm one of those people who, like, if something gets stuck in my brain, I need to like go see the thing or attend to the thing so that I know it still exists. Otherwise, I'm gonna be anxious all night. So just give me a second. I also know I have I don't know what it's called, a humidity thermometer thing, but I don't know if it actually does anything. Oh, it's been so long. I feel like I need to be a beginner again and put tape on my violin. This one for sale is 43 pounds. Damn. Probably would need to restring this. The bridge says Despiau, France. Let's see, what does the maker say inside? I've never actually checked. Rudolf Deutz number 701. Copy of the Guano del. This is really like messy cursive. It sounds like it needs tuning. Yeah, it really does. Bought it from Kamamoto String Instruments ages and ages ago. I mean, it still looks great. The fingerboard probably needs to get refinished. It probably needs to get restrung, but I don't know, something about a violin is just so beautiful. Like the finish on the wood, even just like, you know, the sound of the body. Anyways, sorry, I'm reminiscing. let me just fold this up and I will get back to stream in just a second. When was the last time you even took it out of its case? Probably a year ago. I feel like I take my violin out at least once a year to check in on it to see that it's not completely rotted away. It just stays in like one of my like closets and you know, I swear the violin's gonna go with me everywhere. Eventually I feel like once I free up more time where I feel less tired or work is less demanding, I'm sure I'll play again. I do love violin. It's such a fun and beautiful instrument. Yeah.
I think I've awakened a natural talent. I could earn a living from it.
You might be getting ahead of yourself a little there. Princess is a closet Stradivarius owner? I don't know what that means. I wonder what violin... what was it? Rudolph? Sorry, I'm just, I'm finding nothing online about this. For a second, I thought you were gonna say, just to see if it's still there, and I was gonna say, where did you think it was gonna go? I mean, sometimes, so I leave my passport in certain places, and I also leave, like, other random items that are of varying importance to me in different places, right? And sometimes, if I can't, like, visually see where it is, and all of a sudden the mood strikes me, my brain is like, Princess, you have to go find it. You have to look for it. You have to confirm that it's still there where you know it should be. So even if it's like, I haven't taken it out and there's no reason for it to not be there, I still get anxious enough where my whole body like can't rest unless I go confirm that I actually know like where it is. They're the best of the best violins. Oh yeah, a Strad, yeah. I mean, yeah, but I don't... My violin is not a Strad copy, so... Yeah. You might be getting ahead of yourself there. So, what brings you up to our humble quarters at this late hour?
Well, you see, I came to return this.
Wait, what? That's mine. No, it's an original. I don't know what copy it is. I need to look up, I don't know how to read the cursive in the thing. It's really messy cursive. We're so jelly. I wish mine was a copy or even an original Strad. Those things go for like millions of dollars.
Oh my, however did you... I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it.
Oh yes, I'd forgotten. Iris literally is a child genius.
So anyway, here, you can have it back. Not that I really understand why you wear it, though.
Ah, thank you.
All right then, good night.
Yes, good night.
So this is your office, is it? What do you think, Ginny?
I think I wouldn't fancy me chances with a lawyer what lives in a place like this.
Yes, me too.
It seems as though Iris here still has something she'd like to talk about.
I suppose.
She probably wants to talk about the manuscript. Yes, I suppose she probably does. Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you?
Aren't you going to tell me?
I'm so sorry. I need a little more time, please.
Alright, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward.
Oh no, not at all, Iris, not at all. I don't know what all this is about, really, but... It's a story you made up, is it, Iris? This mantle script, or whatever you call it.
It's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries.
Daddy's?
That's right. I don't suppose I've mentioned it to you before, Ginny, but... my daddy was Hurley's assistant once, his partner.
Huh?
They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together.
Is that right, mister? Apparently so. I was as surprised as you are, though.
And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. So I study them and write my stories based on what actually happened.
So, where's your old man now, then?
He had to go away on urgent business to a faraway land, and he'll be gone a very long time. So, I've never really met him. Oh no, I'm crying because I know he's dead.
Iris's stern face looks like she's ready to stab someone. Oh, right. Come to think of it. I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. Iris, this Hound of the Baskerville story. Nobody tell Iris, nobody. I take it that it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts.
That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow. From the other cases, I mean.
Oh? How?
I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it and showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as a sheet. It was the first time I've ever seen him like that.
It pains me to have to say this after you've toiled over it for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances.
But why not? It's one of my best works!
I'm not at liberty to say, not now, so please, do not ask me.
Alright then, I won't.
But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris, when the time is right. And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Windibank, isn't it?
Yes. Hurley said it had to be somewhere very safe. That really gets my goat, that does. He's treating you like a child. It's mean, that's what it is, keeping secrets like that.
I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason. I think so too. You lot are too trusting for your own good. Buddy can't pull the wool over my eyes. Sholmes is lying to Iris. I bet my life on it. What?
Hurley's lying to me?
I realize that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina.
I ain't got any, have I? Never did have.
Oh.
Look, the East End's full of orphans like me.
No one wants nothing to do with us from the minute we're born. Not even our mums.
But we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by.
So that's why you're a pickpocket.
Nah, diving's my life. I love it. I get a kick out of it every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it.
Oh, Gina.
I do think about it sometimes. What it'd be like to have parents, I mean. I always thought it'd make everything right. But having listened to what Iris just said, it sounds like having parents ain't always easy either.
Oh.
I mean, if you know you never had them, you don't feel like you're always wanting to meet them. It's true. I do want to see Daddy. So much.
Oh, Iris. Gina, what did you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris? If only Gina heard our convo from yesterday's stream.
It's true. All I have to say about that is family is what you make of it, and generational trauma is a thing. Make sure you guys go to therapy. A therapist will help you navigate those feelings and help you organize those thoughts into something more productive. Me? I feel like I know just enough to diagnose myself and say, yes, I know this is a problem, and I know this is what these are the vocabulary, like this is the vocabulary I need to use, but also going to a therapist is expensive, so I will not go to a therapist. Thank you very much. I will just live with this resentment for the rest of my life. Well, he reckons he popped that mental script or whatever, right? But come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish. Who needs therapy when you've got the chat? Exactly. Well, no, I feel like you guys are not licensed. Oops, sorry, I keep bumping into my microphone. You guys aren't licensed therapists, so you are not allowed to, give official legal advice. I am not a therapist, so if that's what you're here for, please leave. I am also not a licensed therapist and cannot act in that function. Go to an actual therapist if you want therapy, please. Sometimes insurance covers it. I'm not sure that mine does. Maybe I should ask. But I know it's something that you have to like pay extra or meet some kind of deductible, so I'm like, I'm already spending a lot of money to do the sleep study, so Even if we are, wouldn't be your therapist. True, yes, because you guys are here in the capacity of, viewers who are enjoying the vibes, and I don't want anyone to feel like being here is work,
Because that's not what we're here for. We're here to relax, and we're here to make friends.
But come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish.
Oh my, why would you think that, Gina?
It's simple. If that story was really an old Windabank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. But we can give you virtual pats. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, Sev. Thank you. Head pats. Thank you. I appreciate the head pats. Thank you. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. But Hurley would never do something like that. I'm sure of it. Ha! Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, the lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling ya, that mantle script ain't at Windabank's. You'd soon see if you had a look. Even if you think you can trust him, I don't. That Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. See? Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it.
Excuse me, I'm burping a lot.
I mean, that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris.
Oh my goodness, look at the time! Come along, Ginny. We should go back downstairs. Yeah, alright. And please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you?
No, of course not. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina.
You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning. I insist. Oh yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night then.
Iris. It sure is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child. Well, I think it's time that I turned in for the night too, Naruhodo-san. Dr. John H. Wilson, Iris's father, but also the name of the murdered visiting professor at Yume University. It can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on. Mr. Naruhodo. Mr. Naruhodo. That voice. That's Mr. Sholmes. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. It's Miss Lestrade. She's gone. Gina? She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty. Well, she's an independent young woman. She probably decided to go home, no? I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received the distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Miss Susato. No, I don't believe the girl has gone home. But I've been waiting for over an hour now. Over an hour? Oh. If you'll indulge me, look out of the window, my dear fellow. What's this about? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Why is there a light on at this time of night? Also, if they're on the same side of the street, would you really be able to see it from the window? I don't think so. That doesn't seem realistic at all. That's Mr. Windibank's pawnbrokery. Mr. Windibank's... Oh no!
It's simple. If that story was really an old Windibank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it.
Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it without telling you. Could Gina have gone? It seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? Oh, no, not really. Well, anyway, we must investigate. At once! Miss Susato! At 1 a.m. in the morning. Let's save real quick. Real quick, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna go grab like a snack from downstairs because I'm not like feeling super hungry, but I am getting like the noms right now. I'll be fast. I will be right back. Please enjoy some be right back music and maybe a minute and 30-second ad while I'm gone. Okay, be back soon.